Hey everyone, welcome to day 8 of our California travel vlog. This was probably my favorite day of the entire trip. We got some amazing food, good breakfast, lunch, and then probably my favorite meal of the entire trip at Crossroads for dinner. On top of all that, we got to see some beautiful views in California. We checked out Malibu and the Getty Villa Museum, which is just incredible. First up though, we're meeting up with one of my old clients, Naveen, for breakfast. It was really great seeing her again. Got some kind of healthy breakfast this time around, and no more donuts for now. Dume was probably my favorite place we went on the entire trip. Started off just kind of walking around and getting some of the views, which were beautiful, but then once we got down to the beach, it was just awesome. It was really it just felt really private because you're kind of surrounded by the cliffs. You had a beautiful beach and amazing rocks and great looking water, and then to be surrounded by the cliffs like that just felt so kind of nice and laid back. We just walked around the beach, chilled on the beach for a few hours, and it was one of my favorite places of the whole trip. Definitely make sure if you're in LA, drive out to Malibu, because Malibu is incredible, period, but also don't miss out on Point Dume. were kind of crunched for time before we head over to Getty Villa. So instead of getting a big lunch, we checked out this little place called Sunlife Organics that looked really good. We got a couple awesome muffins. They were like really, really good. And then on top of that, I got this chocolate almond milk, which was pretty wild. I mean, it was really, really rich. There was probably like a giant handful of almonds in that thing. It wasn't like 2 or 3 like normal almond milk. A lot of cocoa powder. It was really strong. It was a little too bitter for Jamie's taste, and it was almost too bitter for me, so that tells you how much cocoa is in there. But really cool place. Definitely check it out if you're in Malibu. And now we're heading over to Getty Villa. I came here last time I was in LA, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I was excited to show Jamie. Not only do they have some incredible collections of art and history, but on top of that, it's just the grounds themselves are just stunning. You've got to come here if you're in LA. So let's get started with the tour of Getty Villa with some appropriate music. Alright, enough of that. For those of you guys who don't like classical, let's step it up a little bit. finally I get to show you guys this incredible meal we had at Crossroads. Originally, I was super psyched to come here because they sell the Impossible Burger, which I've been just dying to get for a long time now. But I was really upset when we got there and found out they don't serve it for dinner. I tried to bribe the waitress, but she was not having that. But the good news is, it ended up being an incredible meal and probably honestly better than a burger. First up, we got this carbonara that blew my mind. I can't even describe how good this thing was. Probably the best dish I ate on the entire trip. Had this little egg looking thing. I'm not sure what it was made out of, but it actually kind of broke as I cut into it. It was just wild. The pasta was incredible. Then we got this amazing pizza, easily the best pizza on the trip. Just it was like a meatball ricotta pizza, and that meatballs are actually made out of the Impossible Burger. So I could tell a little bit what the Impossible meat was like, but definitely not the same as having a burger. But man, the pizza was just over the top, incredible, so much flavor. It was just wild. Then we got these little lentil crackers with a couple different dips like a tapenade and a few different things there, and that was really good. Definitely the worst dish of the night, but that's not, that's not a bad thing, right? Everything else was so crazy. Then we get to dessert, and man, this dessert blew me away. I should have taken a little video cutting into it, but basically when you cut into this chocolate cake, the sea salt caramel kind of oozed out, and it was just over the top amazing. That is it for day 8. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed the day. I know Jamie loved it too. It was just such a great day, such good food, and beautiful sights. So we're heading down to San Diego now. You'll see us kind of pulling into the city, and we'll wake up early and get started with our first day in San Diego.